Hey everybody, it's Greg. Just wanted to give you a quick update on a new app that we're using, and I wanted to talk a little bit about how we're going to be using this app here in South Africa. We've had this app available to us for a little time now, probably maybe about a year now in the USA, and there's certain things we've learned and certain principles and practices that we've learned along the way to make sure that we know the best way to utilize this app. And I've recently uploaded this to YouTube so that everybody can use it, and I will be sharing the link also for this so you can know exactly how to access this and how to share it with people. But I wanted to also make sure there's good instructions on how to use this and how to make sure that when you're doing it the right way to get the best results from it. To give you a little background, we've actually used to do hour and a half long presentations explaining the business, explaining how we do it, drawing out the circles, drawing out the different things. We've used PowerPoint presentations. We used all kinds of different things. The challenge always is that not everybody has an hour and a half. Also, the driving time to drive there, to meet with people, and then do a follow-up with them and drive back and meet with them. Well, now technology today, we can utilize a lot of this stuff in a very simple way. Most importantly, on how we can utilize this in a way that saves not only us time, but is very duplicatable. So what I want to do is talk a little bit about the video itself. There's two different videos, one that actually explains, and I can actually go to the app itself, but it goes through and actually explains some of the details on there. There's other videos that we utilize to actually follow up with people. I've got some different ones that we have saved in here. There are different ones that we use specifically, and I can send you some different ones. But this is actually World Changers is our personal board that we use specifically for our organization. But it's something that when I uploaded this, I said I want to make sure people understand how to utilize this. So very first thing is that when we talk to people, we want to contact them and specifically say, you know, this is kind of crazy, but we're distributors and we're looking for more distributors. Do you know anybody who might want to make some extra money? And a lot of times what people say is, well, yeah, I might be looking. Or sometimes they go, well, what are you talking about exactly? And you say, you know what, I can try to go through some more details, but do you have 6 minutes? And so if I'm on the phone with them or if I'm with them in person, I can share this video with them very quickly. Sometimes I don't even have access to the internet, and they may have access on their phone, and I can say, hey, can you do me a favor, go to this YouTube channel, and what it'll do is you can see the very first thing on there will say switch, share, duplicate. Now the best way to do it though is you can share it from your phone, or you can share it on their device by also sending them the link that's going to be attached in this video. So what I always send is a very specific note. So to give you an idea, on the notes that I use, specifically, this is the wording that I use on the for South Africa here. Here's the new 6-minute video that goes over the income possibilities using the Switch Share Duplicate app. Please click on the link below. Or you can do something simple like in the US, I say, here's the 6-minute video we spoke about. The same thing, you can say, here's a 6-minute video we spoke about, click on this, and I'll call you back in 7 minutes. However you want to put that. So what's nice about this is from a instructional standpoint, all we want to do is make sure when we're talking to someone to make sure they access the video, but the point is we want to set them up. So we want to set them up to think a certain way and to think and say, we just want to show you kind of how simple this business is and give some examples of the kind of income you can make. But the second part to that is this is going to make you think of some people that you know. So when we get done after the video, all I'm going to do is ask you a question of, who did you think of? And what happens out of that is it programs them to think of, okay, they're thinking of names as they're going through this, not only for themselves, but also if they're not interested from a business standpoint and they're willing to give you 6 minutes to help you out, because a lot of times I'll even say, hey, well, maybe you can help me. Do you have 6 minutes where I could share something with you? And maybe it might be a memory jogger, think of some people you might think of. And that's really what this is created to do, is to make you think of some people that you know. So do you have 6 minutes? Yes, you do. Great. Boom. And just play it. And then ask them, say, wasn't that pretty awesome? So again, I don't want to go through all the details with you, but who did you think of that might want to make that extra, 27,000 Rand on a monthly basis? Now, all of a sudden, someone who's not interested might go, well, I'm interested. How, and so it creates the door opener. So it's kind of nice. I'm not trying to convince people that they're not looking. We're just looking for people who are looking, and we're not looking for curious people. We're not looking for non-lookers. We're looking for people who are looking. So with that said, the whole purpose of this is that what we want to do is share this video with them and then find out who they know. As soon as they say, well, I thought of my brother-in-law, Bob, as an example, whatever. So if they say Bob, I'll say, great. Well, tell me about Bob. How does Bob do? Oh, he's an engineer. Great. Well, how long has he been doing that? Well, he's been doing it for a long time. Does he have kids? Yeah, he's got 2 younger kids, and he's got a wife. And well, how long have they been married? And I try to find out a little bit more about them. Because in there, what's going to happen is they'll give me some details on them, and then I can easily say, well, what do you think the best way would be to reach Bob? Is he on WhatsApp? Is he, have a cell phone? What's the best way to reach him? And they usually say, oh, he's on WhatsApp. Great. What's the best number for him? If you could write that down for me, that'd be great. Sometimes they'll say, well, I'll send this to him and I'll see what he thinks. And I honestly tell them, say, you know what, that's great. However, what I would recommend is allow me to share it with you so that both of us can be on the line at the same time. That way I can answer any questions that he might have. Because just like you got questions, just like I had questions, he's probably going to have questions. And if he throws questions at you, you're kind of going to go, I don't know. So the best thing I could do is I want to make this successful for him because I don't want him to miss the opportunity of making an extra 28,000 Rand on a monthly basis or 50,000 or even 100,000 Rand in the future on a monthly basis. So I don't want to spoil that opportunity for him. So does that make sense? So again, what I'll do to give you an idea is I'll go to in here and I'll say, well, let me send you this information and I'll copy this. So I'll actually say, here's the information. Make sure I copy this. And when I copy it, then what I do is I'll go to my email. So in here, I'll go to my email or I'll go to WhatsApp or go whatever, and I'll actually create a new thing and I'll put in here I'll paste it in here and then basically send this thing here and I'll say video we spoke about. So when I do that, I can actually say, that it's the same thing that if I do in WhatsApp, if I do it, however, so if I go into WhatsApp, let's say I go here to WhatsApp and I want to send it to, this example like my wife here. So if I want to send this to my wife, because I've already got copied, I just hit paste here. And then here's a 6-minute video that we talked about with the possibilities of the video. So boom, I send it. Now she's got that information. And now she's probably going to say, why did I get this? No. But anyway, so what's neat about this is that I can share this with different people or however I want to do that. But the whole key to this is I put this in my notes section on my phone. I have got the same thing on my iPad. So if I want to share it on my iPad or share it wherever, I've got it in my notes section, and then I've got other videos in here, different credibility videos, 2015 year in review. They just came up with the new 2016 year review. Amway World Headquarters, the new sports nutrition, whatever it is, all the different things that are in here. There's so many great videos that you're going to get copies. I got people in Spanish or whatever language. It's cool because I want to have this access very easily for them. So if that makes sense, hopefully, you'll get an idea, of the different things we do. But most importantly, just make sure that when you're in here, you can share the video from YouTube on your phone, or you can share it from the app. Either way you can do that, that's fine. But if you want to send it to someone, say I'm talking to someone in Cape Town or Durban or wherever, say they're even an hour distance away, instead of me driving there. But if I'm with somebody in person, I will share it right then and there, and I'll be able to click right on there and actually have them watch the video, right? So that's the one thing is that when I'm talking to people about this, I can actually talk to them about the program, but more importantly, I want them to see the program, and then I want to follow up with them right afterwards. So if I send this to them, I say it's a 6-minute video, I'm going to send it to you, I'll give you a call about 7-8 minutes. And I call them back and say, so did everything play okay? Yeah, it did great. Well, like I mentioned before, it really kind of probably triggered a lot of names for people you thought of, because I'm programming them again, who do they think of? And then I say, who did you think of? And they're going to say, well, Bob, or this and that. Every once in a while, you get someone that says, well, I really didn't think of anybody. Well, let me ask you a question. Do you have any family members that are close, or do you have anybody that's really successful that that may be looking at other streams of income? I'm programming them to think of people who are already successful, not people that necessarily need the money, but people who want the money, who already have disposable income. It's a lot easier to work with them. I'll talk to anybody, but I always want to look for people that already have a pretty good sphere of influence. So the good part about this is that these are little things that make a big difference. So get together with your team, get together with the people you're working with, and we've actually gotten team meetings together where we're sharing this with a bunch of people at one time and getting responses back. And other people say, well, how do I get started? What do I need to do? And the thing that you guys are very blessed here in Johannesburg, where I'm speaking from right now, is that you've got the ABC Center, the Amway Business Center. So I always tell people, meet them there. Oh my goodness, what a blessing that is. So take advantage of what we've got. Take advantage of the things that you're actually, the blessings you have where people can get a bigger picture. Get them to a meeting. Get them in front of the people they're talking to. Get them to talk to us, and things can really change. So otherwise, I hope this made sense. Let us know if you want more instructional videos like this. We can definitely help out, and we'll be sending out more details on this. So God bless you guys. Have an awesome day.